Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sableassent Tech Tour podcast. We are with a very special guest, Mr. TJ Collins. He is awesome.
Hello.
Yes, and let everybody know exactly a little bit what you do. I know you're in the digital copywriting. You're a writer. You're an author. You've been to college. It's just so much we have going on. We have a great show going on. Please make sure you register your Black-owned businesses and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. We will start off shortly.
A new day has come. Sableassent is taking your business around the world at no cost. We are connecting Black businesses in one global community, transacting with one currency, Sablecoin, creating one economy. Remember, you are not alone. A digital world is here. Register your business today at sableassent.com.
It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. Wednesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. We're here with Mr. TJ Collins. Welcome. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button or subscribe and follow that. Please make sure you register your Black-owned businesses and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. We're grateful to have you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. TJ Collins, digital and owner of Introsophy.
Introsophy.
Introsophy. I knew I was pronouncing it wrong.
Okay.
Introsophy. Digital copywriting, operating in the favorite city of MIA 305. We are here. Mr. TJ Collins, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here. This is fun.
I'm excited. This is fun. Now, Mr. Collins, you are experienced in writing and publishing, and that's just such a huge market here, So what sparked your interest to be successful and dedicated to those components, to those?
Well, writing, I'm intrigued with writing simply because I get to free my imagination. Writing to me is saying what I want to say without having to physically say it, because you can talk to people all day long. At some point, they're going to interrupt you. That paper never interrupts me. It never judges me. It accepts every word that I have. And the reason as to why I do it for other people is because people tell me things all the time. So if they have an opportunity to express themselves without feeling judged or feel like someone's going to pick at them or laugh at them, this is where writing comes into play. And it's just all about being creative. Get those ideas out of your head. You may have an image. You may have a quote or something you want to say. You put it on your Instagram. You put it on your social media. Cool. But, you most likely have something more. Go in depth. I like to go deep, That's what writing is all about for me. Going deep, expelling the truth, letting it out.
Yes. I love it. And so that sparked your interest to release something. Ladies and gentlemen, that is wonderful. We need to release in those ways. Now, I know that it's a lot of writers. It's a lot of, up and coming publishers out there. I wanted to just pick your brain a little bit. You've been in this industry for a while. So I wanted you to give us a few ways on starting, starting steps to get self-published.
Self-published.
But I want to say it in the digital ebook world, not just if you're writing it, because I know that a lot of us have wrote digital books, are interested in writing digital books. Give us a few steps. How can we get that started?
Well, digital writing is what I do. And the very first step to digital writing is to write. So many people come to me with all of these ideas that they have. And the first thing I ask is, did you write it down? and they're like, well, I haven't really gotten around to it. Then nothing's gonna go past that point. You got the greatest idea in the world, but if you don't literally write it, type it, it's not gonna go anywhere. So that's the first step you have to do with digital publishing. Write. It's the physical act of putting those words out there. Your second act that I learned over the years, know your why. Because so many people want to write a book or a blog or something. Why? Why is it important for me to listen to what you have to say? Why is it important for me to have to read what you wrote? How is that going to benefit me? So know your why, and your why it should come from you, but it should benefit other people. And that's why I do copywriting, because that's how I do it. I write for me, but it benefits other people. Like, so many other people benefit from the writing that I do, especially like with Sableassent. Like, people benefit from that. So my why is important, and you have to know your why. So first, write. Second, know your why. And thirdly, you want to learn about the different mediums for selling. You can sell it by yourself. When I first started, I wrote my first ebook and I was on Amazon. But then I was like, oh, they taking 30%. Ugh.
They do.
I'm like, I'm not about that life. So I got my own website, and now I sell my books on my own website. So have your medium ready, and know the different types of mediums that you can go about selling your book. Marketing is important too. You want to know the target audience. So if you like to write romance, write romance. If you want to do business, know your audience for the business that you are trying to sell to. That audience is a really big situation, because everybody's not going to read what you write.
Those were some really excellent components coming from you, who is one of the in the field. The brother has wrote 9 ebooks. Am I correct? I mean, 9 books here. And I'm just, like you said, just write. And then you have to figure out a direction, to go from what I'm taking from what you're saying. So that's just wonderful. And then you just market it and get it out there, and we can get something going. And of course, we got to go to you and your company. Name your company again and everybody can help us, lead us,
Yes, it's Introsophy Digital Copywriting. Introsophy, and I know this is a real word, but yes, Introsophy. It means internal wisdom or internal skill. So taking what you already know what to do. I created that word, which is why I don't mind people messing it up and me correcting them. I created that word.
You created it and made it like a real word? Okay.
I created that word. Yeah, me and my friends were hanging around, and they were like, we're going to be original and stuff. I said, well, if I'm going to be original, I'm going to be original. So I got a dictionary and mixed and matched, and then boom, Introsophy.
Introsophy, love it. Now, speak with you owning Introsophy, which is digital copywriting. Let us know the importance of having our creative mind on a paper or a book or different things that we put out into the world. The importance of copywriting, and how can you assist us in that?
Okay, well, copywriting is important because it gets the word out. Everything that you read is a copyright. That book, somebody wrote it, that's copywriting. That social media caption, somebody wrote it, that's copywriting. Social media copywriting. Anything. Somebody wrote what you see on YouTube. A movie script, that's copywriting. So copywriting is important because it gets the word out. Everything you read is a copy. That's why they say get your copy. So it's very important because it just gets the truth out there. It gets the word out there. And the easiest way for me my advice for using copywriting is to express yourself. And honestly, it's all about truth for me. Just be honest. Honesty is always going to be way more interesting and way more intriguing than just saying what needs to be said. A drop of water does not get noticed in the ocean. You want to stand out, you got to say something that's going to stand out. Do something that's going to stand out. And copywriting is expelling that truth and getting it out there so that way people can benefit from it. That's what it's all about.
Got it. Oh my goodness. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, at the Sableassent Tech Tour podcast We are live, Mr. TJ Collins. Are you in Miami right now, residing in Miami at this moment? Oh my goodness. He is awesome. He's giving us, a lot of pebbles, ladies and gentlemen. Get your pens and paper. Please make sure you register your Black-owned businesses and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. Remember, SAC1 is available at p2pb2b.io. Okay, so you can find it there if you're in the United States or anywhere. If you're not in the United States, you can go to latoken.com. We also are available there, SAC1, and we will be right back.
Welcome to Sableassent. We are a global Black community of businesses, nonprofits, and consumers, exchanging a digital token to empower our community and obliterate poverty. It doesn't matter where you are or what you do, you can transact Sableassent tokens in our global ecosystem and marketplace. In today's global economy, we have moved from a paper society to a digital society. The time is now. Be a part of the new digital world of Sableassent.
Woo! We are back. Doesn't that just give you like a momentum a little bit? Like,
oh yeah, it stirs it up.
Welcome to the Sableassent Tech Tour podcast. We are back now, Mr. TJ Collins. With all of this going on in the world, I mean, everything going on in the world, we have to worry about our mental health. We have to worry about how we're going to stay, sane and sustainable. I know that, a lot of our brothers and sisters that come on the podcast tell us to meditate, exercise, things like that. I like for them, even if those are your reasons, it's fine. I just want to know, give us a few components on how we can maintain a healthy mental state during the pandemic, during, election season, during the riots, during a time where it's like we're in a pandemic. What can we do, Mr. TJ Collins? What can we do?
Yeah, that's easy because there is a lot going on. It's funny because I wrote an article about this. Or blog, rather. It's on my website.
I'll link it later.
I will link it. I'll give you the link. So my first advice, ignore people.
Oh!
Just ignore people. Like you can tell when somebody's just speaking stupidity. Just ignore them. Just just ignore them. Like it's the simplest thing in the world. At the end of the day, 70% of your problems are most likely someone else's.
Yes, sir.
Let that go and just focus on what you got going on. Because once you turn that TV off, once you put your phone down, you don't see any of these riots. You don't see what's happening in the political areas. It's just whatever you're looking at. Be mindful on what you're doing and ignore everything else. Simple.
Simple, sir.
Yes. Another thing I have is express yourself, because you ever been mad enough at something or someone, but you didn't express yourself. You just hold it in. Express yourself. Holding it in is only going to stress you out more. Let it out somehow, whether you write it down, whether you go on Facebook or social media and you make a post, whether you make a video, whether you go run, skip, hop, jump, work out. You're letting out that energy. Let that energy out. Express yourself. And another one I would say, kind of matching well, the opposite actually of expressing yourself would be to reflect. Sit back and say, how could this situation could have gone better? And you think about it and you say, okay, I could have done this better. Or you say, I did this right, they messed up. Or you realize, you know what, they had a good point, I need to listen more. You realize things can change when you reflect. And that's where you have that internal chance to enhance yourself when you reflect. So reflect, express yourself, and ignore people. You do those three things, I promise you're going to be a happy-go-lucky person in 10 minutes.
I feel lighter. when you said that, like, you know what, just let it go. Just, just reflect and just, get some answers to that. I mean, you hammered it right on the nail, So now I want to ask you, because I know you are, versed in the mental health field. Like, how do you feel our mental health system in Florida, which is where, I personally, one of our properties are, and then you reside, and I spend a lot of my time there. Like, how do you think the mental health system is in Florida, or is it a way that we can improve it? Because I want to say it from my point of view, so you won't feel uncomfortable. It's not like how I'm originally from Michigan. Michigan really has that policy that when a cop comes, they come with the health administrator, a health person. That it's places for mental health people to go. Plenty of places in Michigan, but I'm not aware that Florida has that as well. Like, do you think we need improvement? How do you feel like, we can improve?
Yes, there could be some improvement in the mental health structure in Florida. Like, I'm originally from New York, and I know that it's a little better up there, Northerners. Hey, so it's a little bit more structured there. But Florida is a bit more fluid. It's Florida. So something that I feel as though Florida could do in order to enhance mental health therapy is to have more critical advocacy programs.
Okay.
There is a statistic that about between 33 and 36% of Floridians that have some sort of mental illness actually get help. 33%, that's 1/3. So out of every 3 people that have a situation going on in their head, only one person is going to get help. And the other 2, one is probably too prideful to say anything. They want to be Superman or Superwoman, or feel like, hey, I can do it all by myself. And then the other one's too far gone. Like, they don't even realize that they need help. So with the right advocacy program, Florida could really be a disruptor in the mental health program. They could shake it up a little bit, because what I've noticed about therapy, and when I used to do therapy, relatability is a real situation. If you can relate to your client, if you can be a buddy to your client, or a therapist that can listen very well, regardless of the title, if you can just sit down and make a person feel comfortable enough to make them have word vomit, basically just words, their life, their problems, their good, their bad, everything just comes out. That in itself can cause you to just like feel a little better. Mm-hmm. Not only that, by doing that, you enhance mental health therapy simply because you're grabbing on to that second third. 1/3 gets help. If you can grab onto that prideful person that's just like, I can do it by myself, and just make them feel comfortable enough, now you got 2/3. Right there, you've already enhanced mental health, at least theoretically, by another third. So with the proper advocacy, Florida could be a real disruptor in the mental health game.
It really, and we really could. And those were great points. I hope that somebody out there hears you. I want to just really, I'm really passionate about the mental health field as well. And and it's been a topic on the last podcast as well as today. And it's really important that, our police, our medical staff is aware that we do have people that's just so far gone that may, especially now, I'm sure that's lost it, let go, and that, and we need to relate to them and understand that we could have went that route and we can help them get, healthy. So I do understand. So we are speaking here to Mr. TJ Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break. Make sure you register your Black-owned businesses and nonprofits at no cost at www.sableassent.com. SAC1 stablecoin is available now. That's your Black currency meant to circulate amongst the Black community, okay? Remember that. Right. It's available at b2b.io in the United States and outside of it, or latoken.com. If you're outside of it, it's really easy to access as well. And we will be right back.
Free Savage. I always say look for the most beautiful thing ready to shoot with the government? Who got a garden of food, man? Who know how to sharpen tools, man? Who know how to till the soil, shit? Who know how to drill for oil? Who got a sense of self and purpose? Who in their own community service? Too many guns is making me nervous. I got a gun right under my I got a bone to pick in my verses. Talking is slick, you slip on the surface. Gotta be deeper than where they can search it. Who gonna teach the kids progression? Stumbling up on another election. How can we talk about voter suppression when they just never got registered? Who got spiritual ties with God? Cause spirituality finds a cause. Making a living, define the odds. Who am I signing? I'm signing to God.
Yes, we are back. Yes. We are back. The Sableassent Tech Tour podcast. I am here with Mr. TJ Collins. Please make sure you're registering your Black-owned businesses and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. Now, I want to give a fun fact about Mr. TJ Collins. He has produced a beautiful, beautiful newsletter. Do you have a particular area where it's available for our viewers? Where for Sableassent, it was so beautiful. We'll have to get that to you guys. Yes. He has wrote a newsletter for Sableassent. And he's done so many beautiful things. And I thought about earlier how you were like, you really come on to relating to what everybody is feeling and what you're writing about, and you connect to that as well.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to ask you why, what made you partner up? How did you hear about Sableassent and what made you partner up with us, in the first place?
Well, I went to a networking event and the CEO, Daryl Speaks, Daryl Speaks. He started speaking, and he said, "Sableassent, Black-owned cryptocurrency. That's it. The black dollar. That's it. Like, clap it up. The black dollar. Everybody always talks about the black dollar, the black dollar, the black dollar. This is the black dollar. Like, Sableassent is the black dollar. Like, by being with Sableassent and partnering with Sableassent, I see the vision of literally Black people owning our own money, controlling that financial narrative, investing in the culture. Like, you can wear a graphic tee with the fist on it all day long, and I represent that stuff and I love it. But when you put that real work in there,
come on,
that's the richness. And like, Sableassent is rich. Like, it's not even about money. Ironically, we're talking about money, but it's not about the money. It's the richness that comes from what this money will do for Aboriginals in this country, in this world. And by Aboriginals, I mean Black people. If you don't know what that word means, for anybody watching, Aborigines mean Black people. Yes.
Come on, teach us the word.
Come on. The word is what I do. So it's all about investing. So when I heard that this man owned a Black-owned cryptocurrency, I had to. And I went up to him with my business card that was made out of a yellow index card and information written with a green highlighter. And here we are today. Don't let money stop you don't sit here and think you gotta spend a lot of money. You don't. You just go up there. If you can see the vision, you do whatever you do. You take whatever skill you have and you employ it to whatever you want to invest in. You do not need money. You need a skill, and that skill will bring you money. I guarantee.
You just dropped some real knowledge here, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to not put this up and put this in the class.
But I'm passionate about this. I'm passionate.
CEO and founder, Daryl Speaks, you all being in contact, like you said, if you gave an index card or anything, he is that type. If you are passionate about what you do, if you're Black owned, he wants to support you. That's one of the reasons why, of course, that we created it. And I'm glad that you being out and hearing him speak actually brought you in and passionately for the Black dollar. I appreciate it. Now, you are college educated. I love that. I love that. Now, there's a lot of false news out in the world. Don't waste your money on college. And to me, I always say, okay, it may not be for everybody, but I know I have plenty of educated people. I've been personally educated myself and but the thing is, I want to know some pointers of how it helped you going to college, helped to get you to where you are today. Did that help? Did it not help to you? Did you feel like you could have just skipped that whole part? Like, because I was educated.
Mm-hmm. Well, college was fun for me. I went to Florida International University first. And yeah, right. Go Panthers. And to be honest, that really helped me culturally. That really helped me learn the differences between Black people. And that's what I mean by culturally, like different islanders, people from the East. And I'm talking like East. Like in China, like I remember when I first met like the first Asian person that was just as dark as I was. I was like, whoa. And it just really helped me with culture. It really helped me with culture. But when it comes to college and writing, yeah, it helped. I wrote a lot of papers in college. I had to write papers all the time, but it was such a breeze for me, like boom. And it actually enhanced my verbiage, the way that I speak. And I realized I write this well. Why am I not speaking just as well? Like you can't take away the urban vernacular, but at the same time, I say words that you really only see in books. And for some reason that impresses people. And I'm cool with that.
I'm impressed, vernacular and all of that. I hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. So college did help because I had to utilize those writing skills. I've been writing since high school, but it taught me how to write with a purpose versus just writing for fun, writing professionally for a speech or for an event versus just writing the little concept that I see in my head. So I would say college definitely helped, and I learned a lot of words. So that goes a long way, trust me.
And you know what? I've heard from one of our mentors that you need to have the language when you're trying to, be in the world, when you're trying to introduce what you're doing, your creative, projects and things like that. You need to have the language. And so that's a really good point that you made as well. Now, being in the digital world, and I know that a lot of ways that you write and communicate with the world has been digital, with your newsletters, with your company, with everything like that. So I want to know give us a couple of ways on how you feel that SAC1 can help or should help. Maybe it's ideas that we may not know or can help add values to Black writers, Black creative people, if it's not just writers. How do you feel like we can help them?
We can help Black writers with SAC by basically getting money. If you can, especially as a writer, because if you're a writer, oh man, so many people tell you you're not going to make any money with it. No. That's not true. So if you with SAC1, the stablecoin, get paid faster, get paid more. It's digital currency. You know what I'm saying? It's made from this right here, this computer. So if you know how to write and you have a purpose for writing, you can apply that skill in a way that's going to benefit other people or other businesses. You'll get paid faster and you'll get paid more simply because you don't have to go chop down a tree to go make a paper dollar. It's in the internet.
Come on.
And the internet's not going anywhere anytime soon. I guarantee that. So I feel though SAC can help.
SAC1.
SAC1, excuse me.
You good?
Yes, can help Black writers basically by getting paid faster, getting paid more, if you can take those writing skills and employ them in a practical way for maximum results.
Yes, sir. Beautiful explanation. Now, what's coming up next for Mr. TJ Collins and the digital company that you own? Like, are we adding new components? How are the clients doing? What's going on? So let us know. And how we can contact you as well for that help for copywriting and things.
Okay, not a problem. Well, what I have coming up is to scale my business to provide more professional services. I already have my services, but now I'm just inspired, like website copy, which is basically you have a website. There are words on that website. Copywriting and search engine optimization, being able to be found, your website being found when you Google it, having it pop up on the first page. those things matters. The rankings, keywords, all the stuff you hear about but don't really care about, those things matter. So that's something that I love to provide. So professional services, web copy, editing, proofreading, newsletters, of course, article development, and business profiles, because I like to do business profiles simply because you get to know what a business is like. You can tell somebody who, what, when, and where. But when you learn the how and the why behind what you do, what a person does, that's when it makes it stick. That's what makes a person say, you know what, I like you. So
Yeah.
that's what I have going on for my professional services. But then it hit me. No matter what, those services are still contingent on somebody else saying yes to me. So what can I do that's going to be all on me? So I currently do have a product that I'm in the midst of creating. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Yes.
Do tell, drop first right here at Sableassent
Yes.
Tech Core Podcast.
Yeah.
What do you have?
Exclusive. So
Exclusive.
exclusive. So yes, I do have a product, and this product, how can I say it without revealing too much? This product will make you tell the truth, but in a fun way, in a fun and safe way. But it will make you tell the truth.
Not like that movie with Jim Carrey.
Hey, that's a good one. I like
Okay.
that one. But it will make you tell the truth in a very fun way.
Okay.
So stay tuned, and you can reach me to find out more about my copywriting services or the product that I have
Tell
at
the truth.
www.introsophy.com. Introsophy is spelled INTROSOPHY. Introsophy.
Beautiful.
Introsophy.com. Yes, and there you can find all of my professional services, and give it, give it a couple of weeks and you'll be able to find my product as well. We'll have to do this again so I can show
Of
you what's
course,
good.
of course, of
Oh
course.
yeah.
You're delightful to have on here. A ball of fun, ladies and gentlemen. His personality is always like that. He's always upbeat.
Yeah.
So, that means he has a lot to share, a lot to teach you guys. And make sure you all check out his website and everything. This will be set on our Facebook Live at Sableassent. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube at Sableassent Coin Corporation. Make sure you holler at me. I'm your host, Marlena D Evans. Follow me on Instagram at Marlena D Evans. And what's your social media, Mr. TJ Collins?
Yes. You can follow me on in all social medias. Introsophy. That's the beautiful part about creating a word. Nobody has it. So Introsophy all day long, no matter what.
I'm like jocking that word. I'm like, wait a minute now. I like that word. Introsophy. Introsophy. Yes. Make sure you register your Black-owned business and nonprofits at www.sableassent.com. As you all know, SAC1 Stablecoin is available at P2P-B2B.io all over the world. LAtoken.com outside of the USA only. USA is not able to purchase on that platform, but you can go to P2P. We will be back next week, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you so much, sir, for your time, sir. We
Thank
really
you for having me.
know you're busy. We humbly respect you. We support you. And make sure you all know when you're receiving, coming up, newsletters, and things like that he's a partner with us, and he will be happy to work with you guys to help you with anything. So we appreciate that. This is one of our partners here. Thank you, Mr. Collins. Thank you so much, Mr. Collins.
Thank you, Marlena. I appreciate you and the opportunity.
Anything else I missed here?
I think you did a very good job covering. You are on it. I appreciate. You know what? That's for you.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Have
welcome.
a good evening.
And
Bye.
you too. Bye, everyone.
Yes, see him here. He'll be back. All right,
yes,
for sure.
All right. So here are our issues. I shouldn't say problem. I like the word issues because my mom and dad always said issues can be solved with either time or money. Problems cannot be solved with time or money. Problems are things like I got cancer, right? I need to get my leg chopped off. but issues are things that can be solved with time or money. So these are issues, unfortunately, that have plagued our community for hundreds of years. Number one, we have the highest number of unbanked people. Basically means, now we're not talking about the United States only. Everything that we talk about on this call today affects a population of 1.4 to 1.5 billion Blacks worldwide, okay? Yes, the majority of us are in America, but we have people on this line now from Haiti. I'm already looking. Haiti, Nigeria, Ghana. I see Jamaica here. I see Manchester. I see UK. I see many countries of people on this phone right now. So what you're about to see, guys, is representing 1.5 billion people. Okay. Secondly, we have the lowest level of capitalization. That means that we have the lowest level of dollars going actually into our businesses. Okay, the statistic is less than 1/2% of any VC, seed funding, venture capital, banking, any dollars go into any women-owned or Black-owned businesses. Okay, the money's there; they're just not giving it to us. Okay, and lastly, the next thing is circulation. Okay. There's probably some Black Wall Street members on the call here today. So you understand the currency circulation model, right? 6 hours is the number that the Black community states that the dollars circulate through our community, right? And then lastly, this one is very dear to my heart. It is the limitations on the opportunities for us to connect globally in finance and business relations. Okay. They are restricting us at a higher level from connecting with each other. Okay, and this system that you're about to see solves all these issues. Okay.